Hi, my name is Rachel, and this is my best friend, Giorgio. And today, no, I'm not doing like that. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rachel, and I'm here with my Bezzy, Giorgio.
Hi.
And we're gonna film a mukbang. I feel like when people do mukbangs, they usually like order a lot of food from a lot of different places and they eat it, and it's great. But today, it basically looks like you left 5-year-olds to run free in Coles and let them choose whatever they want. And this is what they walked out with, but this is just our 20-year-old desires. So in the far corner, we have some Cheezels, we have some Oreos, we have some sausage rolls and party pies. We have some mac and cheese balls.
Yeah.
We have some little pizzas over here. We have some mint slices and we have some Marvelous Creation chocolate in the other far corner. We also have our drinks of choices, which is water because we're healthy, obviously. And I have my sriracha. I love sriracha. If you haven't tried sriracha and you like spice, please do. It's great. But if you didn't know, Giorgio has her own channel, so please be sure to check it out. I'll link it in the description box. We're currently staying in an Airbnb at the Gold Coast and we're filming a whole lot of vlogs together.
Yes.
Other videos together. So if you want to check out any more videos of us together or just like see behind the scenes of what's going on this week while we're here, check out Giorgio's channel. Okay, I don't know how hot they are. We just pulled them out of the oven. I'm trying a mac and cheese ball and I'm very intrigued. It doesn't taste like much at the moment. It doesn't look like the pictures.
Not yet.
Better with sriracha.
Oh. Everything's better with sriracha. Apparently.
Wanna try it?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You can add more if you want.
Oh. It's a little bit spicy. It's a bit spicy. My tongue's just a bit tingly. I know, but like, I expected spice, but I didn't expect my tongue to tingle.
I love sriracha. I asked you guys to give us topics to talk about on Instagram. If you're not following me on Instagram, definitely do that. Follow both of us if you want to see photos from this trip as well. We're taking a lot of them and they're really cute so far. What are your favorite plants?
Pothos.
Happy plant.
Fiddle leaf.
Fiddle leaf. I love my calathea as well. And my peanut cactus.
I like my donkey's tail.
Thoughts on Sarah's Day announcement?
Oh my goodness. I couldn't be happier.
What an incredible mum she will be.
And an incredible dad Kurt will be.
Georgia loves Kurt.
I love Kurt. Oh my gosh.
It's actually,
Sometimes I just watch the videos just for Kurt.
like Georgia really loves Kurt.
Just so great. I need a Kurt.
Yeah, if anyone knows where Georgia can find a Kurt, please hit us up. That was it was great. I'm so happy about it. I just couldn't imagine anyone like better for it. What's the best and worst things about living together?
I mean, I get to spend way more time with you, which is great.
Yeah.
It's probably the worst thing.
I think the worst thing is that we've become too attached to each other now.
Yeah, 100%.
We're too obsessed with each other. Like, we just want to hang out all the time. I literally, she was at her parents' house the other day and I texted her being like, can you please come home? I need to hang out with you. I'm needy and I need you. And she came home and hung out with me.
And then she left me.
You knew I had to. I had commitments. I also just like love having someone to like we're very similar and we do very similar things. Like both of us being YouTubers, it makes it so much easier to live with another YouTuber. Because like if I just need someone to take a photo or focus my camera, or if Georgia needs to borrow some lights or a tripod or like anything to do with that whole world, we have each other at all times pretty much, if we're home at least. So it makes that side of our lives really a lot easier and more fun too.
Is there anything that annoys you about living with me?
You're like the least annoying person to live with. Like you are the dream like housemate. Cause you just are so clean and you like just do everything and it's great. Sometimes you get moody. But I also get moody, so it's just something you gotta deal with. How do you deal with really strict parents? I would say that we did, but we didn't. Like, it wasn't like crazy, but like we both definitely we didn't have lenient parents at all. My parents like to think that they're lenient, so if they're watching this.
Hi, love you, Anna.
No, like I love my parents. They did a really great job. I'm very glad in the way that they raised me, but I wouldn't say it was lenient. As I got older, they got more lenient. When I turned 18, they basically let me do anything. They knew I wasn't gonna do anything stupid, so it wasn't like crazy. I didn't go off the rails or anything.
I feel like you just have to gain their trust and and then go from there.
It's just not worth sneaking behind backs of
no
parents.
way.
Like, not at all.
I have too much of a conscience, so I just never did anything like that.
Like, we never snuck out of our houses or... Did you have curfew?
I had it.
Did you
But if
follow
I
it?
broke it, I didn't get mad.
Right.
So I just kept breaking it all the time.
So that's what you do when you have strict parents. No. I mean,
my parents were strict, but like they never really followed through, so...
My parents gave me a curfew, but I knew that as soon as I turned 18, I wouldn't have a curfew anymore. So I just made sure that I kept to it until then. I think there was probably maybe a couple times where I broke it. Not on purpose though, like just by accident. Like my boyfriend, when we were dating, he had a curfew that was earlier than mine. So it, like that never was like an issue. Because I think mine must have been midnight, I think. And his was 11. So it made it really easy for that. I feel like if your parents trust you, they'll trust you to make the right decision. So if you think that what they're saying is unreasonable, then have like an actual conversation with them about it and talk to them and be like, hey, I just don't understand why you're thinking this, and ask them to explain why. And then with the reasoning, either if you're like, oh, that makes sense, then obviously it's valid. But if you're like, oh, but I can think of reasons as to why those reasons are flawed, then explain that to them, but don't fight with them. I don't think I ever really yelled at my parents. They might be watching this and think differently, but I'm not that type of person. I cried a lot, but
I may have yelled and cried.
But if you have strict parents, it just means I love you. Are you still gonna try and live together after your lease ends? I would say hopefully yes. So at the moment, we're on a lease from this September till next September. Like, we just got renewed a new lease, which we've signed. Like, you just don't know where everyone's gonna be in a year. So we can say that we hope so, but like, it really just depends on where everyone's at. If we ever did end the lease, I very, very, very highly doubt it would be because we don't want to live together anymore. Or like, we don't like each other anymore. It'll just be because people are doing different things, or like, it's just people growing up, really.
Yeah.
Izzy graduates uni next year.
How crazy.
She like finishes her course next year, and then Skye finishes the year after, I finish the year after. Like, who knows where you'll be. Like, it's just, you just can't say that. But like, if it was just based on how much we love each other, then yes, we would. But it doesn't work like that. Everyone's asking us to talk about boys.
Wish I could, but I have nothing to say.
What do you want to know?
I mean, I set Rachel up with her first boyfriend.
Yeah.
So
Let's tell that story, actually.
you're welcome.
So, in grade 7,
Couldn't set myself up with my own boyfriend.
when we were in grade 7, there was a boy that I had a huge crush on, and he liked me, and Georgie was my best friend, so she went and talked to him and was like, or did he come talk to you?
I have no idea.
They ended up talking, and basically Georgia said, well, Rachel likes you, and you like her, so why don't you ask her out? And then he said, okay, can you ask her out for me? And then so Georgia came over to me and was like, hey, so-and-so likes you. Do you want to date him? And I said, yes. And then Georgia went back to the guy and was like, she said yes. And that's how I got my first boyfriend. He did not ask me, not face to face. But since then, me and said boy have discussed it and decided that it didn't count.
Well, that was all for nothing.
Do you ever get sick of living with your best friends? I haven't.
I haven't.
It's been 6 months and I say no.
It still is like so exciting.
Yeah, I love it.
Like, I forget it's a thing sometimes. It tastes so great.
Chocolate for dinner? Yes.
Yes.
Favorite childhood memories together. What? What's the first one that comes to your mind?
I don't know why. It's probably not my favorite, but like the first thing that came to my mind was that soccer game. And we were eating the gummy bears.
That was a fun night. That was
Yeah.
a really fun night. Yeah, we went to a soccer game to watch it. Like, it was a Brisbane Roar game. And George's family took me. And we sat and watched the whole first half because we both played football. And so it was really exciting for us to go watch like an actual game. And then at halftime, we went and got some like jelly babies, I think they were. Like Starburst jelly babies. And we got on the biggest sugar high that I've ever gotten on in my whole life, I think. And we just went absolutely insane for the whole second half. Didn't watch a single thing. Just went crazy.
Oh, actually, I love the time I came over and we watched Gossip Girl on the couch with like all the lollies on the ironing board.
Georgia and I don't have a pool. And so when we were in, was it primary school? It was the end of year 7, I think. Basically, we used to go to our local public pool almost every single day, I swear.
It cost like $3 to get in.
Yeah, so it was just like the best thing because you could just spend all day there. We'd just go get a sausage roll for lunch and a Slurpee and it was fantastic. One of my favorite memories is that, I can't remember exactly why, but there were like 3 different pools at this public pool place. And then there was this like smaller lap pool, like a 25 meter, and it was like heated, and it was the only pool that was heated, but it wasn't like hot, it was just like lukewarm. And so we used to just call it like the lukewarm pool, I guess. We basically just shortened it and started calling it Luke as a joke. And then we said that if anyone were to ask us what we did in our holidays, we would say that we hung out with Luke every day to make it seem like we hung out with this boy, and we never hung out with any boys. Do you get creepy people on social media? Yes.
A little bit.
Yes. And then you block them and delete them.
I've blocked like way too many people.
Here's the tea, sis. I was talking to someone the other day, I won't mention who, but I can't remember who we were talking about. We were talking about some social media person, and they were getting a lot of hate for something, and I was just like, I just don't think it's right that they're getting this sort of hate. And this person said, well, they put themselves out there, like they have to be like ready to accept that. But I just think that's so wrong. Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. Like, that doesn't give people the right to be rude to you just because you are on social media.
It makes 0 sense. What difference does social media have?
No.
Like, you're still a person with feelings.
It doesn't mean that you just don't get affected by people saying rude things to you. Just be nice to people. What's so hard about being nice to people? I don't understand why people just can't be nice to people. My housemate Skay asked, rank your housemates in order from best to worst. Look, I don't know, but I would have to say the worst is Skay. But don't tell her I said that.
I'm going full.
Stop that. This was great. This is incredible. This pizza, wow. Tips for moving out of home.
Save up your money before you move out, please.
I think I want to make a video about it specifically. But like, I think people underestimate how much money you should have saved when you move out. And it's different for everyone. And that's another thing, like a lot of people message us like directly and ask us how much we pay for things. But besides from that being kind of private and like we don't want to share that, it's also just not going to help you. Because what we pay is not going to be what you pay, because everyone is so different depending on the area that you have, the house you have, how many people you live with. One suburb can be completely different from the next. One house next door can be completely different to the next.
And it really matters like how many people you live with.
One of my tips is to like not live with as many people as possible, but the more people you live with, the cheaper it is. Like
every single bill we get, we split by 4. Like, it's so ideal, and it just makes everything very affordable.
When I was living like basically by myself, it was just so much more expensive to live. But also, like saving up your money is so important. Yeah. Having like, I'm not kidding, like thousands and thousands of dollars saved is so important, because you just don't realize how much you'll need to pay for, I think.
And you never know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Like, you move out of home, and what happens if your car breaks down and you need to get it for a service? Like, you need to have money ready there if you have something happen. And your bond, that was a rough time, honestly.
Yeah. When you move out, you have to pay a bond, which is like 4 weeks worth of rent usually. And it's a lot of money straight out of your bank account, and you just need to have that money ready to go as soon as you get that lease. And then a lot of the time, well, especially if you're moving out for the first time, you might have to buy a lot of things, whether it's kitchen stuff or furniture, appliances, a fridge, fridges, washing machines. All of those things are very expensive. And you also just have to be really smart with your money when you move out as well. Like, you just have to know what's worth spending money on and what's not. Yeah. The longer you move out, the easier it becomes. The start is probably the hardest.
Yeah. And I'm so glad that my first like moving out of home experience was good.
Yeah.
Because every single person I told that I was moving out with, like 3 of my best friends, they were all like, oh, are you sure you want to do that? And I was
Everyone thinks it's so bad to move out with your best friends.
I think like a few people have been like, oh, I moved out with my best friend and now we're not friends anymore. Yeah. And that's just ruined it for everyone. And it's just so annoying, because it's not. Like, it obviously could be.
Yeah. Like, if you move out with the wrong people,
Yeah, 100%.
Like, none of the girls in that house are gossipy or like dramatic. We already knew that there wasn't going to be any exclusion or like fights or anything like that. Like, it's just not like that at all. And I think, everyone says that it like ruins your friendship, but I think it's made it better.
It's made it 10 times better. Yeah. So great.
So great. What's a character trait you wish you had from the other person? I feel like the one I'm going to say sounds really like boring, but it's something I really admire. I wish I was as nice as you, but I feel like nice is just, I hate the word nice. I think kind, because I just think Georgia is the most kind person and like loving person and just never wants anything bad for anyone. And I don't know, I'm not like a mean person, but I just don't think I'm as nice as Georgia, and I wish I was. What do you like about me?
I I mean, Rachel thinks that she's very bad in a lot of social situations.
Uh-uh.
But like, I don't think you are. And I think that you're gonna laugh at this and think I'm lying. But like, you're very like good with your words and like, I don't know, like I can't tell stories to save my life because I just forget everything. And you're just like, just so great at speaking and interacting with people, but you think you're not, but you are. Maybe not like strangers.
Yeah, I'm really
like,
bad at strangers.
Like at lunch today with Alex, like, it was great. I just like felt like you were my safety net.
I was literally about to say, I think it was because you were there because you're my security blanket. Georgia is literally my security blanket. I cling to her for dear life in social situations. Like any sort of YouTube thing that I have to do, that sounds really mean, have to do, or want to do, Georgia comes along with everything. Like whether it's meeting someone, whether it's filming a video for a company, whether it's like doing anything, Georgia's like by my side. And if she wasn't, I would be very stressed. Oh, I want to ask you guys, have you guys ever done a love language test? Because what are your love languages or love language?
I'm pretty sure it's quality time and physical touch. But like, I don't get physical touch, so I don't know if it's still true.
But you appreciate it. And that's how you know that someone loves you. And that's how you feel loved. That's what it's because like love languages isn't necessarily like what you look for in a person or like what you want your spouse to be like or anything like that. It's just like how you feel loved. And that means like with friends, with family, with like romantic relationships, like everything. Just like how you feel loved the most. What the 5 are: words of affirmation, quality time, acts of service, gifts, and physical touch. I haven't said that one. No. And so I think it's really interesting knowing what people's love languages are. And the reason why you want to know people's is so that you can love them in the way that they receive it. Because often...
She hasn't quite gotten there yet, it's fine.
The thing is, like, so like each person has their own love languages. And because you have your own, that's how you think other people receive love, because that's how you receive love. So like for me, I love acts of service and quality time. So my instinct is to like do things for other people to show them that I love them, but that might not be the way that they feel loved. So like I could do like 10 really nice things for Georgia and be like, look how nice I am. I'm being so nice. I love you so much. And she'd just be like, she hasn't spent any time with me and I am so sad. But like, it's just how you receive love. No, I know that you wouldn't be like that, but like as an example. So if you don't know what your love languages are, I think there's like an online test that you can do. Yeah, if you Google it, you'll be able to find it. It's really interesting. Let me know in the comments down below because I'm very interested in it. Do you know what your bottom one is? I think mine is words of affirmation. See you later.
Yeah. I just like all the love. Gifts, I'm just like, I'd rather spend time with you. But yeah, probably gifts at the bottom.
Yeah, I like gifts.
They're not bad.
I think the thing is like gifts can sometimes come into acts of service. So I think I like gifts if people have put a lot of thought into them and like made an effort for them, but I don't actually care what the gift is.
Yeah.
Like one time Giorgio came home with like flowers for me and I was just like, that is the nicest thing ever. And it wouldn't have mattered if she picked them from our front yard or if she went to the markets and bought them. Just the fact that she like went to the effort of doing it was like what I felt so nice about. What I appreciated.
Yeah.
That's the one.
That's fine.
Felt so nice about.
So good with her words.
Love that. So look, the food is not all gone, but we are both very full of all the foods.
I was so hungry before this and I ate like 2 pies and a half a pizza and I'm like, done.
See you later. I hope you guys did enjoy this mukbang. I had so much fun filming it. Thanks Giorgio for joining me on my channel. If you guys did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel down below as well as Giorgio's, which will be linked down below if you want to check it out, which I highly recommend. But other than that, I guess we'll see you guys, or I'll see you guys. I don't know what my next video will be. We'll maybe see you guys in my next video very soon. Goodbye.